Hello, I'm Paul Campus. I am heading up an initiative in Acton called Article 16 to phase out the use of gas-powered leaf blowers. I'm a resident of Acton. I have a couple of degrees in electrical engineering, and I spent some time looking at this topic, and I'm going to try to explain to you what the benefits are of phasing out gas-powered leaf blowers. So here we are, Article 16, gas-powered leaf blower phase out. This is a binding resolution. It's going to be presented on day 2 of the town meeting, which is May 7th at the Acton-Boxborough Regional High School. If you're looking for more information, there's more at greenacton.org/leaf blowers. So this initiative has been endorsed by Green Acton, by Congregation Beth Elohim, their Social Justice Committee, by Elders Climate Action, and by Climate Task Force and Mothers Out Front. The select board is going to be voting on whether they want to endorse it in a few days. And if that happens, I will post that on the greenacton.org/website. Okay, so let's get into the presentation here. So in Acton, as everywhere else, the use of gas-powered leaf blowers has been increasing dramatically. This is for two reasons. One is more homeowners are outsourcing their lawn care to landscapers, and there's increased building of condominiums, which always use landscapers. So there's three main issues with gas-powered leaf blowers. First, that they are harmful noise, toxic fumes, and greenhouse gas. Fortunately, battery-powered leaf blowers have come along. They've become much more powerful than they used to be, and they are quiet, they are clean, and they are green. So we're going to talk more about this. So many cities have begun to phase out gas-powered leaf blowers, and we propose that Acton do the same. Okay, so here's some of the places that have begun to phase them out. So Washington, D.C. has been gas-powered leaf blower free. So the abbreviation for gas-powered leaf blowers is GLB to save on some of the syllables. So I'm probably going to use that term a lot here. They've been GLB free since January 1st, 2022. California, at the beginning of this year, has banned the sale of all gas-powered lawn equipment, including leaf blowers, lawnmowers, weed whackers. Miami Beach, many other cities have done the same. And in this area, many communities are getting on board. Lexington, Arlington, Belmont, Concord, and Cambridge have all passed bylaws or ordinances to phase out the use of gas-powered leaf blowers. So here are the three issues of gas-powered leaf blowers that we're going to get into quickly. So some of the slides I have here are fairly detailed, so feel free to pause on them while you're watching the video and look at more detail. So the first one is noise. Noise is typically measured in decibels, and here's the scale of decibels. Now, decibels is a logarithmic scale, and so going from, for example, 70 to 80 is an increase of 100 times sound. So as you can see on the right here, that GLBs and BLBs are noticeably different in the amount of sound they produce. The other aspect of sound impact is what frequencies are in the sound. It turns out that gas-powered leaf blowers have much more low-frequency sound than battery-powered leaf blowers, and low-frequency sound is much more penetrating than high-frequency sound is. So right now, I'm going to play you a clip where you can listen to the difference. First, they're going to play a battery-powered leaf blower, then a gas-powered leaf blower at the same distance, so you can hear the difference in sound. Okay, now we're going to move on to air pollution. So I first started doing this initiative mostly on sound until I discovered the staggering amount of air pollution produced by gas-powered leaf blowers. So gas-powered leaf blowers, if you look in the lower right here, running a gas-powered leaf blower for 1 hour produces as much smog-forming air pollution as driving a car 1,100 miles, the distance from Boston to St. Louis. Non-methane hydrocarbons. A gas-powered leaf blower weighs 25 pounds, produces 300 times more non-methane hydrocarbons than a 5,757-pound Ford Raptor pickup truck, and 23 times more carbon monoxide than a Ford pickup truck. Gas-powered leaf blowers also produce 4 kinds of carcinogens: benzene, butadiene, formaldehyde, and acetaldehyde, and a lot of very tiny airborne particles that penetrate deep into your lungs. Third point, greenhouse gas. Gas-powered leaf blowers weigh 25 pounds, but in a year, using them for 620 hours, which is a typical landscaper use, they produce 7,440 pounds of greenhouse gas. So collectively across Acton, we've estimated that all the gas-powered leaf blowers produce 600,000 pounds of preventable CO2 per year. Battery-powered leaf blowers, if plugged into the regular grid, produce 372 pounds per year, and if plugged into renewable energy, with Acton has available to every household, produces 0 pounds per year. So a mature tree absorbs 48 pounds of CO2 per year. So 600,000 pounds of CO2 produced by GLBs negates the air cleansing effect of 12,500 mature trees. So here are the total harms caused by GLBs, the harms caused by noise, the harms caused by air pollution, the harms caused by greenhouse gas. I encourage you to pause here and take a look at this, as these are really important aspects to decide whether you think that the article is something you want to vote for. Okay. Product. So I'm going to quickly run through slides. There's a lot of questions about battery-powered leaf blowers, whether they're capable, and et cetera. I'm going to very quickly run through some slides on what battery-powered leaf blowers are capable right now. So first of all, there's a lot of manufacturers have jumped in. So here are 10 manufacturers that are creating high-power landscaper-ready leaf blowers. The other question comes in as power. Are battery-powered leaf blowers powerful enough? Now, leaf blowers are measured, power is measured in different ways. The most reliable form is newtons, which you can see here on the left. So the typical landscaper gas-powered leaf blower is somewhere between 20 and 40 newtons. And you can see on the left, there's a set of products by Stihl. In gas-powered leaf blowers on the right, you can see how battery-powered leaf blowers have been increasing in power very rapidly over the last few years. Finally, another question is weight. Batteries are heavy, and is the weight an issue? And so it turns out that you can carry different amounts of battery and carry different amounts of weight. It's your choice. So there's products that start at 14 pounds and go all the way to 33 to 38 pounds. And so if weight is an issue, you can pick a product that has a weight that works for you. Okay, cost, but the difference in cost between gas-powered and battery-powered leaf blowers is quite dramatic, and the nature of the cost is quite different. So if you look at that on these graphs, the tan part is the operating cost of the leaf blower, and the blue part is the equipment cost. So what I've done here to get an annual cost is I've divided the purchase cost of the hardware of the equipment by the expected years of service. So the purchase cost, for example, of this GLB here, this example, is $550, has a 3-year estimated service when used by a landscaper. So the net yearly cost is $183. So so you can see over here that the battery powered ones have, the equipment cost is significantly greater than the operating cost. The operating cost of a battery powered leaf blower is 1/14 the operating cost of a gas powered leaf blower. So it's a little bit confusing sometimes to people as to, what the cost benefits are, but you can see here that the gas powered leaf blower is 90% operating cost, whereas the battery powered ones are only 20 to 15% operating cost. So this is for a landscaper model. You can pause on these, obviously. This is using for a homeowner, assuming 50 hours per year. In both cases, you can see that the battery powered leaf blowers are much less expensive than the gas powered leaf blowers. Okay, battery charging is one of the most thought about issues when it comes to leaf blowers. So the term that some of the battery powered companies say is no juice, no dough. If you run out of battery, you can't get your job done. And so this is, I think, one of the issues that landscapers, I think, are concerned about the most. But it's something that there's many strategies to use. You figure out what's worth best for you. You can charge a lot of batteries at home and bring them, with you. You can charge on site. You can have other ways to charge on site. In any case, there's lots of ways to charge batteries, and the advantages of using electric versus gas are vastly outweigh the issues of charging batteries. Okay. Finally, or second to last, leaf blower batteries are recyclable. So here's a picture of Home Depot where you can recycle your rechargeable batteries. So, when the batteries are done, you can, they go back, they get recycled, they get ground up, and they get turned into new batteries. Okay, finally, here is the timeline of the leaf blower article and how it happens. So the town meeting starts on May 6th. We're online May 7th. There's a full year grace period before anything kicks in terms of regulation of using gas-powered leaf blowers. Then for the first year, there's what's called a seasonal phase out, where in summer and winter, when the gas-powered leaf blower is low, there is a phase out, but you're allowed to use them in the fall and the spring. Then on June 1st, 2026, for commercial users, the gas-powered leaf blowers are banned. And then for January 1st, June 1st, 2027, the residential ban begins. And down here are some of the details about exemptions, enforcement, liability, and fines. So all the information is here. So I'm going to go off screen sharing here now. And so I believe you can see the advantages of battery-powered leaf blowers to health and to climate are very substantial. And I urge you to come to town meeting on May 7th on Tuesday and vote for this and to share this information with your friends also. There's more information on greenacton.org/leaf blowers, and there's a 2-page PDF that you could share with your friends to show them this information as well. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.